So continuing our series, how to make everything, today we're going to try Prime. So today we're going to try and make the lemon lime flavour. But before we get started, let's give it a little taste test. Tastes hydrating. So the main thing I can taste is the lemon and lime, but it's also got a little bit of that coconut water flavour, and it's extremely sweet. So with that being said, let's get started on our recipe. One of the first ingredients that they list on the back of the bottle is coconut water from concentrate. So that's exactly what we've got to start with. So let's get our coconut water out of here. So it's slowly coming out there. So there's our fresh coconut water, and it smells incredible. But obviously we need to make it into a concentrate. To do that, we need to boil off some of the water. So let's get it into a pan. So we're going to cook this down until it starts to look more like a syrup. So we've got to wait for some time as it's got to boil all that water down. So while that's boiling away, we need to extract something called beta carotene, which you can get from carrots. So let's start off just by cutting off the top of our carrots. They specifically mention on the bottle that this is for colouring. So we only need a tiny bit. So now we're going to grate our carrots very fine, which will help with the extraction. Now I'm not sure if this is going to work, but we're going to try and use some ethanol to extract our beta carotene. I'm just going to cover this and let it sit for an hour now. So I've just taken the coconut water concentrate off the stove, and you can see just how milky it's gone, and I presume it's a lot sweeter now than it was before. So now we need to dilute our concentrate with filtered water. So let's get that in there. So what's quite interesting is it's starting to look like the drink. This is kind of that colour that it has. And obviously it just smells like coconut at the minute. It's very subtle, the flavour of coconut in this, just like the drink. So building on our flavours, obviously it's lemon lime. So let's add in our lime juice. We'll add in a few drops like so. And do the same with our lemon here. Just cut this in half, just a little bit. Give that a stir. So we've got a few different sweeteners in. One of them is something called acesulfame K. So this is what this has in it. To boost our flavour, we need to add some citric acid. So we'll add some of that in there as well. Yes, the flavour's starting to get there already. When I was researching some of the ingredients, I found this drink here. It contains both the sucralose we want, and it's not quite the same flavourings, but I like the flavour of this as a match for ours. So let's put that into here. Next thing, we're going to add some BCAAs, or amino acids. It doesn't really affect the flavour, but since it's contained in Prime, I thought I'd add it anyway. So let's grab a small bit of our beta carotene and place it into ours, just to add a bit of colour. There's my best attempt at making Prime lemon and lime flavour. I think it looks quite similar. Let's try the original stuff first and then compare it with the one we've made. So let's try this again. Okay. Yeah, obviously very citrusy again, very sweet. Let's try our stuff. Hey, that's not bad. That's pretty close. I've got to be honest, it's not quite exactly the same. I think our flavour isn't quite as strong as the Prime flavour, and the sweetness just isn't quite matched with theirs. But that's not far off. That's a pretty pleasant drink as well. So if you want to make something that tastes similar to Prime, at least the lemon lime flavour, yeah, this works. Very cool. Yum, yum.